There we go. The last two crazy years, the last years of craziness.
Yeah, we were just talking about that, like you're driving.
Yeah, Anja's driving.
We have a race car driver in the front.
There she is.
Yeah, as always. They always see me here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's good. Yeah, you need a gimbal for that.
yeah.
No,
We have one, but yeah,
It's good. It's good.
yeah,
I think I think that's I was saying. I think the last 2 years has been like the most crazy, but the most eventful and the most crazy, but the best too. It's been like the most growth that I've ever experienced. You know, it's been it's interesting how different my life was before when I was just thinking backwards.
Yeah.
Like I was always looking. I didn't have anything to look forward to really.
yeah,
Like I was always just looking backwards. I was never really present.
yeah.
And I had no future to look forward to. And
Wow.
then I joined.
Wait a second, let's
Yeah.
pause here for a moment.
Yeah.
Do you realize what you just said?
Yeah.
You had nothing to look forward
Yes.
in your life.
Yeah, I was like 29, 28. I thought I had nothing to look. I thought my 20s was the best it was gonna be, or like that my best days were behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Anja's trying to
Sorry, I'm
shake the
avoiding
video.
calls.
yeah, I think you're trying to.
Give some extra shake. Yeah.
It's all good. Look, the weather is getting better. You know, with the storm, it's not
Actually,
even.
it's not.
Yeah.
It looks worse there.
Oh well, it is right now at least.
Yeah. No, but isn't that interesting? Because before you wake up, you don't even realize that there's nothing to look forward.
Yeah.
You just live like a sleepwalker.
Yeah, that's what Jay says in his video. I watched that not too long ago.
Yeah.
I love that video.
It's so true.
Yeah.
You've been doing this, I've been doing this, Anja has been doing this.
Yeah. It's hard not to sound like a I'm enlightened now and I'm I've woken up.
Yeah, but the thing is, no, we're not saying that we have figured it out.
No, that's
this,
true.
This
It's
is
like-
not what we're saying,
Yeah.
because we have not. Like, we have
No.
our problems,
Yeah.
but we're aware of them now, right?
Yeah.
It's like we no longer are in this. Guy and Ilan talk about like being in this container, right?
Yeah.
That is around us that we don't even see.
Yeah.
Now,
True.
this container, we are removing this container more and more and more.
Yeah. It's like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like. I had it, then I lost it. I had something on my mind, then I lost it.
You know what, guys? I feel like an Uber driver for you. Literally.
Yeah, that's.
Anja is Uber driving
That's
us.
what I said too.
That's so funny.
Two guys in the back. It's like
Yeah.
doing it.
Yep.
Where were we? We were about we talked about like
Jay.
waking up, and we talked about there was I will get back into it. I can't remember what I was about to share, but I had something on my mind.
Sleepwalking.
That might be coming back. Sleepwalking, all of that, feeling like no, it's like I got it. So it's like when I didn't have a mission and when I didn't have something else to strive for.
Yeah.
That's when it felt hopeless. That's when I felt like, there was this, like, what am I actually doing with my life? What am I actually creating? I was striving for things and stuff like that, but I didn't really have like this thing outside of me to really go for. I had it in a sense because I was playing music, but then that sort of didn't become, that didn't really create that for me in a sense. So I needed something new, something more. I just always felt like I wanted to get outside of myself and create something bigger. Like we were talking about earlier, where I said that I didn't hate my job every time, like every day, but I mean at times it was not the best thing, but it was just that kind of feeling of wasting time,
Yeah.
You're sitting there and it's like you don't have any customers, you're waiting for customers to come and you're just like, why am I sitting in this box? It's just to make an income
Yeah.
so I can live life later.
Yeah.
And it it just started to feel pointless because I wanted to do something bigger, you know?
Yeah.
Something more that actually meant something. It was okay to do that when you're 24, you know. That's when you're figuring stuff out.
Yeah.
But I was about to turn 30, you know.
Yeah.
I didn't want to repeat my 20s in my 30s because that would have just been very, very sad to me at least.
I get you.
Yeah. As soon as you have that mission, going for something, striving for something bigger, striving to help others,
Yeah.
life just becomes. It doesn't really matter if it's raining outside because you have your temple inside.
Yeah. It's true.
It's always sunny inside if you have something to strive for.
Yeah.
If you're serving others and helping,
Yeah.
you know, helping someone else better themselves. Because it's like once you've reached that point of like picking yourself up out of the gutter,
Yeah.
it's like you just want to pay that back.
Yeah.
You just want to give back to others who might be in that same situation or struggling with something. And I feel like that's the most rewarding thing with all of it. It's like if you can just help someone get one little insight,
Yeah.
it just makes my day. It makes my whole week. It blows my mind to think that I talked to someone and they got something out of it.
Yeah.
It still blows my mind.
And it's not only they got something out of it,
Yeah.
they got something out of it and their world changed.
Yeah.
Right?
That's what I mean. Yeah.
That's so powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, for me, I believe this comes down to living by your values
Yeah.
and living by some sense of purpose, some sense of meaning that you give your life.
Yeah.
Especially when you like. For me, this is what I found, and also what really saved me was this idea that I can only find fulfillment, like the true fulfillment, in serving others for their highest good.
Yeah.
And yeah, that has brought so much joy, so much adventure, so much everything into my life.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like you said, we're sitting here in this car.
Yeah.
Why? Because we met through this online internet education, you know.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, but it takes people to make it happen, right?
Yes.
Like it's not only this online connectedness.
That's what I
it's-
mean. That's what I
It
mean.
does take people and making
Yes.
choices like we done today.
Yeah.
Because we could have gone our day, right?
you could have said, "Nah, we want to do
No,
it."
we'd not come pick you
No.
up. Or-
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and so
And we could have said, "No, it's because there was a big storm and there was
Yeah.
like all this scarcity
too
around
risky, too inconvenient.
that." Yeah, it's too risky. We shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
No, it's like that. So there was so many things that had to sort of, you know, align and to be said.
Yeah,
But I think that's the thing when you are with people who are optimistic, you know, people
Yeah.
who are actually saying yes to things
yeah,
rather than saying no to life. You know,
Yeah.
it's so easy to just be like comfortable and rather go for that instead of taking a risk.
yeah.
Like most people do that.
And you know this is interesting what you just said, because it's the same circumstance,
Yeah.
but you can create different outcomes from that when you come from those two perspectives, right?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You always have that choice, don't you?
Yeah,
To come from that, from the positive or from the negative.
yeah,
And
totally.
it's not
Love that.
always easy to recognize where you are either in that, because once
Yeah.
when you're so deep in it, it's like you don't really even know that you're there. so it's like the realization, it's the waking up in that.
Yeah,
It's like this awareness when you wake up to the fact that I'm actually not I'm actually down there. It
yeah,
just takes that realization, because otherwise you just think this is how it has to be.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it takes. I think it takes that for sure to really, and then to decide once you know that you are there, to decide that I don't want to stay there. I don't want to be there anymore.
yeah,
From there, it's just a big journey of picking yourself up every day and deciding that I'm not gonna
yeah,
let negative and dark forces or whatever you want to call it take a hold of you.
And making the choice every day, like consistently, every day, on a regular basis. Because it takes courage to do that.
It takes courage, and it also takes it takes a lot of commitment and dedication. Because I mean, we can probably do that for 3 or 4 days without a problem. But you know, after a week, it starts to feel I don't really have to do it.
Yeah.
So it's like it becomes harder and harder until it gets easier. But like with everything, it's like it's very easy in the beginning, and then it's just a steep hill up, and then once you've reached the threshold, it's almost like it becomes automatic and it gets very easy. It just becomes natural, like brushing your teeth. You know.
Yeah.
How hard was that before you didn't know how to do it, and how annoying was it to parents probably?
Totally.
It was like, oh, you have to brush your teeth. Like, why? That's
Yeah. No, but it just becomes a way of being, a part of life.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's true.
Absolutely, but it's also I think it comes down to why you want to do it too. It's like that.
Yeah.
I listened to that book by Simon Sinek. You know, that Start with Why.
Yeah.
And now listen to his newest book, like Infinite Game.
Yeah. It's awesome.
I think Simon Sinek is probably like if I could only listen to one personal development guy, it's like
him.
It's probably like him or Tony Robbins. But I think right now Simon Sinek is winning that game.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The Infinite Game. He's just straight up common sense.
Yeah.
That's it. It's just like so
No BS.
so good.
Yeah.
But starting with why and understanding why you want to do it's not just a big picture of why, but it's also the small picture of why you're doing things. Like it's like, why do I want this, and what outcome do I want? And you just ask yourself these questions, and you get better. Lewis, I don't know who said that, but it's like the better questions you ask, the better quality of your life or something.
Yes.
Like that.
Tony Robbins says
Yeah,
that.
probably
Yes.
Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's true. Live your life into better questions.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from my mentor. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Powerful.
Absolutely.
That's a powerful concept. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and we know there's always a next level, no matter where you are.
Another level, another devil. Who said that? I don't know.
That's something I think Stuart or
Probably
or
Justin Wolf.
Justin, yeah, or Jay even. Yeah,
Yeah, could have been all of them.
all of them.
Could have been all of them at the same time.
So funny.
Happiness, success doesn't lead to happiness. Happiness leads to success. That's Stuart, right?
Yeah, that's Stuart. Yeah.
I didn't fully understand that, but I started understanding that. It's like the more you're trying to think like, oh, I'm just gonna, when I get successful, that's when I'm gonna be happy.
Yeah.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like thinking when I have the money, that's when I'll be satisfied.
Yeah.
It's like, good luck, you know?
Yeah.
Because then you reach that level and you're like,
Never works.
oh, I don't have, my car is worse than my, you know, it's a comparison. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, my neighbor has a bigger car and a bigger house or whatever, and I need, as long as you focus on that, it's like you can never really win, could you?
No.
You're stuck in the loop of always needing more to feel good.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Pop to the shop.
Love that.
yeah.
And it's for what I've also come to learn in this journey is that you want to not have a goal to get to,
Yeah.
you want to have a goal to come from.
Yeah.
And these are your values, this is your purpose, this is like what is the contribution you want to bring into the world,
Yeah.
and things like this, like really the things that matter. Because there was this basketball player, Kobe Bryant, right?
Kobe, yeah.
He
Love him.
passed away
Yeah.
like
so tragic.
a few days
So
ago.
tragic.
And he had everything. He had massive fans.
Yeah.
He had all the fame you can imagine,
Yes.
all the money in his account, right?
Yeah.
How much would he have given away from all of that to spend one more moment with his children?
Yeah, everything. It's so sad.
his wife.
Yeah, I mean, I listened to an interview with him like 3 or 4 months ago because he's one of the most successful basket players of all time. But
Yeah.
he also became an entrepreneur after that.
Yeah.
And I listened to a podcast with him, and he was just the most kind and caring and calm guy.
Yeah.
So it's so freaky to that happened.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm just gonna pop.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
very very sad, but I'm just grateful for all he shared. You know.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah, you just wanna go back and listen to his stuff because it was amazing.
Yeah.
You
Amazing
stay where
guy.
you are, guys.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, I think
Can
we
I have
arrived.
my wallet?
Not yet.
Can I have my wallet?
You can take my phone. Wait a sec.
No, but because you're recording.
No, I think we're good for now. We've
think we're
done
good for
15
now, yeah.
minutes. This is like a whole podcast.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. Thank you.